Hello and welcome to Adventures in Lollygagging. This is Hardwired Island, our retro future punk, millennial cyberpunk, past future 2020. What else am I forgetting? Everything. Alternate reality. There was a giant meteorite in '96. Don't you know? Did you see the news? And you may notice we have a new face. So as we may have noticed, sometimes we have people that get sick and we only have 4 players. So we've decided to add my friend named Alex, who is, okay, hold on. Alex, why don't you introduce yourself? I shouldn't introduce you. You should introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about you.
Okay, so well, my name's Alex. I live in America.
Unfortunately, I did have to get another American in. I am regretful of this.
We'll have to talk about this.
The Canadian creep
I'm
is finally
sorry.
over.
I'm
Okay, good.
America! But
I know
yeah,
there's a
so
bit of betrayal going on.
I live in America. I live in like Chicago, and I known or the game master for like about 5 years. Like
Yeah.
I happened to be her dungeon master for like a D&D game for a little bit. So yeah, had some fun there. And
It was a homebrew game.
Yeah.
All right, so just as a fun, we're going to redo our little icebreaker and bring everybody in together. So what we're going to do is, for those that are old enough to remember, what was their favorite part of sort of pop culture 90s? So for me, when I was a kid, I was really, really deep into the Spice World life. I had the full onesie colored Mouse Spice Girl t-shirts. I went to the movie. I owned that Spice World movie. I knew the lyrics to all of those songs. Spice up your life.
Hell yes, you did. I'm so happy right now.
That's funny.
If you want
That's
to be
funny.
my
I just want to
lover,
be your lover.
Dude,
you gotta
Spice
get
World
my
is
friends.
hugely underrated comic genius. Like,
it is a pretty funny film. Like, if you go back and see it, they made it terrible on purpose, and so like they had like a toy bus going over a bridge for some reason.
favorite personality trait in just about anyone
Hmm.
is not taking yourself seriously, and
Yeah.
none of them take themselves seriously.
No, they were. Yeah, that was, I mean, it was a band that was put together for marketing, and they marketed woman power in the 90s, and it sold a lot of, they made a lot of money. They got a lot of money out of a lot of girls. All right, so we'll do a little round robin. Let's eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Let's start with Melissa. What was your favorite sort of pop culture event or cultural thing that you enjoyed in the 90s?
Yeah, so I'm going to start off doing what I always do and not answering the question, because I
were
am
you telling me
first
about your
going
mom
to say,
again?
welcome Raiders from Dead
Oh,
Aussie Gamer. Welcome in. Nice to have you. So this is what I do. I don't actually answer the question. I'm going to say for this one, like the 90s was interesting because I think like I was relatively sheltered in the 80s. So like I was a kid in the 80s, but I wasn't really connected to anything kind of culturally in the 80s. So the 90s, I think it was really just about sort of like taking in all of the, like I was definitely a kind of alt pop music for sure.
Oh, yeah.
I had shared in our little Discord the like actual like bright blue Blade Runner rollerblades that I had, and
those were
very
great.
early 90s, see like bright blue and bright yellow. So those were kind of some of my favorite things from the 90s.
Those were great times for just bright colors, honestly. All right, Jeff, do you have a favorite sort of cultural event in the 90s, and why is it the Tamagotchi?
That would have been a great answer, but for me, it was like mega music shows. So in the mid 90s, I started going to like Lollapalooza and Warped Tour, and the amount of like amazing bands I got to see were ridiculous. I was just looking up Lollapalooza 1995, which was the first time I ever went to a music show. Cypress Hill, Well, I still remember that. That was the first time I got a contact
Oh my
high. So that was
God.
really fun. Let's see who else was there. And I also got to see, and this is funny because of who my character is. But I got to see Coolio. I remember Coolio, and then Beck was there, who I was a huge Beck fan back in the day. And I remember Sonic Youth was there and stuff. And then I remember the next year, '96, I went to Warp Tour, and I got to see like folks like Fishbone and stuff like that,
Holy
and like
shit.
it was just
Oh my
awesome. Like the
God.
mid '90s, going to like those big music events. There were
Yeah,
just so many
yeah.
good bands. It was insane, and
Yeah.
I feel like I might have taken it for granted at the time, but like now that I'm ridiculously older, I look back on it with great fondness.
Did
And
you
I
get?
still think I have a contact high from that Cypress Hill show. It's
That
like
is crazy.
30 years later, so
Yeah.
it's pretty crazy.
That's some crazy
Did
stuff.
you do the Big Shiny Tunes?
Big Shiny Tunes, no. What's
That's
the
the
Big Shiny
CD
Tunes?
series.
Canadian. Big Shiny
Oh.
Tunes is
Yeah.
Canadian, I think.
Is it?
Sorry.
Oh, you
Sorry.
guys missed out.
I also
So
got hit in the head with a Better Than Ezra guitar once that was
Oh
thrown
my
into the
God.
crowd.
Ooh.
But that
Okay,
wasn't at
that's
Lollapalooza.
legit.
oh my God.
He threw it in the crowd, it like bounced around, whacked me in the head, and I was bleeding. It was pretty fun.
Oh, no.
We have confirmation from chat also that was Canadian.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, it should have spread out. A Big Shiny Tunes was like a compilation of the biggest hits from all of the bands that year. So they were.
I mean, I do have to say it. I know this is horribly like overgeneralized, but like when you think about like the American names are like Lollapalooza and Warp Tour, and then the Canadian version is Big Shiny Tour.
Big Shiny Tunes is a CD.
Big Shiny
series.
Tunes.
It's Warp Tour was also MTV and things like that were all Canadian, right? So the Warp Tour, we also had Warp Tour up. I think it came up to Canada as well a few times.
It
but
definitely did.
yeah. But I was just a bit too young for it. But the Big Shiny Tunes was a CD series that you could get every year of all the best hits, and they had just like some amazing albums come out.
Not one of those like mail order CD things that were also popular in
No,
the 90s.
you had
but I
to
did
go
not succumb
to
and waste my
A&B
money on.
Sounds and spend like a lot of money to get those things. I remember
I'm
that.
looking at this 1995 list. Like, I can't believe I saw all these people. Like, this is insane.
So many.
We've lost
I
Jeff
don't
for the rest of the
remember.
session.
Yeah, I'm not gonna really pay attention. I'm like, this is crazy. Flaming
It's
Lips
okay.
were there.
You
Oh,
can
God.
drop as
Black
many
Crowes.
music references for everything that you saw in the session with Coolio.
Insane.
All right, Alex, what was your sort of a great cultural event from the 90s that you enjoyed?
I really enjoyed the Power Rangers.
Oh,
Specifically,
yeah.
the Power Rangers movie with the bad CGI.
Hell
Yeah, I watched
I
the shit out of that.
specifically love that. I have like I still have the VHS. Like
Oh,
even
wow.
like even when I like ripped off like the sticker off of the VHS, like I think I've watched that movie like religiously like
Amazing.
every day as a kid.
Yeah.
Was Rita Repulsa the bad guy
Yes.
for
Oh,
that
yeah.
movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
it was-
legit.
so
That's
basically-
so good.
Basically what happens is that like the long story is short, Rita Repulsa and Zed, Lord Zed, they get trapped in a
Hell
snow
yes.
globe by the antagonist of the movie, Ivan Ooze.
Oh,
He's
I
just like
vaguely
purple
remember
guy
this.
that's just like kind of he's making jokes and stuff. So
Well, I'm sure Derek would love to play a power. Alex Derek hates Power Rangers. Just FYI, I'm about to make a joke about that. Derek, you want to go play some Power Rangers TTRPG next?
oh my god.
I can be the mechanic system and just enforce the rules.
Hey,
Oh, okay.
All
right.
I'll learn the system and I'll DM it if anything or GM it. Personally, because I love Power Rangers.
It's all good. That was huge in the 90s, the Power Rangers, for sure. Maitre, do you have any special sort of cultural events that you really enjoyed in the 90s?
I do. I have two actually. I'm gonna just pick one. I
Go for it.
was super into the Turtles, Teenage Ninja
Oh
Turtles.
yeah.
And like the movies that came out, the second one specifically, Secret of the Ooze,
Yeah.
has a very special place in my head and my heart. Specifically, two parts. One is when Shredder gives the use, comes the babies, they're babies, and he's so angry about that. And then at the end, Vanilla Ice does the ninja rap.
Oh my god, that
That's
was
I
crazy.
know all the lyrics. The ninja rap.
I remember
And
those
the
movies.
dance too.
Yeah. Oh, you know the dance as well as
Yes,
the
I know
lyrics.
the dance.
Oh
The
my.
biggest issue with my disability is not being able to do the dance as well as I used to. Like that's one of the things that is saddest for me right now.
Yeah,
Is not being
that's. I
able to
mean,
do that dance.
is that's you'll just have to keep doing the hand motions
Right?
as much as you can. Get some robot legs from the future year of 2020.
But yeah,
our-
ninja rap and Secret
Oh,
of
yeah.
Use broadly, but ninja rap specifically.
Ninja
Very cool.
rap, yeah, God, yeah, that's true. I forgot about that. That it comes back. It definitely comes back to you. Also, you just lost the game. That was another 90s thing. Now, Derek knows. So does Alex.
Was that the 90s? I don't feel
Lost
like
it.
that was the 90s.
That was the 90s. The game.
The
If you think about the
was
game, you lost the game, and now
The
you just
game
lost
was
the
not
game.
the 90s.
It was when I was a kid because I
What
was a
the
90s kid. So there
fuck?
you go.
No, I can't.
Derek, what sort of cultural event do you remember from the 90s that you enjoyed?
Yeah, the part of corporate America that took hold in my mind was
Mhm.
Pokemon. I was
Oh,
a huge
yeah.
Pokemon kid. I had watched the show. I had played the games. I had my friends and I, we'd play outside, because I was always outside when I was younger. So we just play Pokemon, like we throw Pokeballs at each other, pretend to be Pokemon. I even had the
Yeah, yeah.
board game Pokemon Master Trainer, which
Oh
I
my
never knew how to
God.
play, and none of my friends played board games. So I literally would just sit in my room and just move stuff around. I have no idea how the game worked. And of course, I think I got rid of it at some point. So luckily it didn't skyrocket in value. It's only $100 nowadays. But yeah, I actually have a blanket from my childhood that's over my dog's crate to like make it cave-like for her, and it's the Pokemon
Yeah.
blanket I had.
Yeah,
So,
nice.
I was all about it.
That is true. You are the only person that gets all the Pokemon references I make, I think.
Oh yeah, I was like crap to me when I was in 5,
I make
6,
them
7.
constantly and they have no idea. I spent like $30 on Pokemon stuff this weekend, by the way. And also I had an unopened Emerald and an unopened
That's
what was
huge.
the other one? Oh yeah, I sold it for a good $5,000 or something like that. Yeah, that was great. Yeah, my childhood is worth money. I'm not ashamed to sell my childhood.
I mean, for that, yeah.
Yeah. It was I got it at Zeller's for like $20 because they were getting rid of all of their games. And then I sold it for like
man,
$5K years
Zellers.
later. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. Back when Zeller's was the
flashbacks. Speaking of 90s.
Yeah, all the references we can make. Well, and you can continue to make as we will start our Hardwired Island game. So our players are currently in the Sky Painter's secret base under this Greco-Roman statue in a subsection of the basement. And as we kind of zoom out of that, an infomercial appears on your screens. A happy bee flying in a big A before a woman in a bee costume appears and starts her spiel. Do you need a fresh perspective on work-life balance? Do you want to work with a vibrant and buzzing community of like-minded coworkers? Do you want to live somewhere with stable and safe accommodations that listens to your needs? Then the Hive might be the right place for you. Founded by Apiary Inc. and located at the far end of the Grand Cross L5 space station, the Hive is an affordable gated community built using revolutionary architect dreams, TM, technology to ensure that you can play hard as well as work hard. Famous for its iconic hexagon array of small arcologies, the Hive is as it starts to corrupt. Info stream corruption reloaded, info stream corruption reloads, and starts to repeat and keep printing out on your screens. And then there's a little bit of static and snow as a moment before a new voice mid-sentence comes through as Max Babylon's face appears, still wearing those terrific subscribers glasses you could subscribe. And we all know the androids with free thoughts means the end of our society. Humans need to elevate ourselves with technology, specifically men, because let's be real here. We know who the defenders are, and it's not women. Our AI gods could be walking around among us, and the androids are just desecration upon this concept. Anyway, so those Team Sparkle Doom Crisis chumps, let's remember them. They had another painting competition, and by some sort of lucky chance, the Sky Painters put it on, and they managed to beat the Kong Burgers or something like this by creating some sort of mixture between the creation of Adam and some space 3D effects. A little bit of, show off, I think. Honestly, keep manufacturing cleaning up their crappy art is probably a good idea. Then the amazing Sky Painters, let me tell you, amazing. Am I right? Yeah, so they took them to some secret base. I'll have to see if I can find out where it is, if I can even care enough to get a better drone, find local, and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, Apiary have supposedly run some crazy whack tests, according to the Sky Painters, on these new ads that make people more efficient workers. Bullshit, am I right? Join the Max Factors for real truth, if you really want to hear it. And if anyone has any other cool shit to share, the Maximals are still recruiting. I had some wannabe entrepreneur named Derek Bars call me earlier, and get this, he's got some hush hush silent thunder type mission for me. I'm going to rock his world. Honestly, any singularists out there want to join me and have the time of their life? We're gonna fuck this dude. Luckily, and then it cuts off as the broadcast is interrupted and the apiary jingle reappears as the Happy Bee starts to create the infomercial, this time not corrupted, as it starts to loop in your AR glasses. Our sort of painter team in this hideout kind of has the jolt of realization as the sensory overload, with the exception of D3 and their ad blocking glasses, now find themselves sort of blinking from the lights as the Sky Painters around them kind of continue to outline their plan. And just as a reminder, my name is Pantone. My friend here is Basquiat, and we've got Professor J. We are the Sky Painters, and I am a giant dragonfly. Now, as I was mentioning, I believe that we need somebody with maybe some of your skill sets who is a little bit more of a blunt tool to help us deal with the Apiary Inc. and their well, let me pull out my friend. We rescued him from the Hive recently, but some of the others, he's got a little bit more details on this weird sort of advert that's been going around that they've been testing that's caused people to either become a sort of busy Hive-like workers, the perfect working out order, or absolutely insane and murderously full of rage. But he's missing a friend. So, Kowboi Frezh, come out of the corner shadows over there, dear. And you guys see Alex. Please describe your character. Let's get a little introduction for your skill set and what you look like, please.
All right. So, based off of the portrait, my character, he looks like, you know, a bigger man with dirty blonde hair, and he's, for some odd reason, always carrying a mug that says positive catitude.
That is PAW positive.
And,
Even better.
and I want to say his skill set is that he's a very clever hacker, but he's not too tough nor too quick.
It's okay. We've got Blood Riot for tough and Sweet for quick. So hopefully the rest of the party can just hang out and be cool or clever.
And we got a hacker.
And you finally have a hacker
I
in a
don't
cyberpunk
understand
game.
how we are supposed to use that, but okay.
So yes, Kowboi Frezh here. He's also an artist himself. We communicated over some of the hacking forums about some of his work, and he was in the Hive. We recently he had procured some information about these adverts. We know that Apiary isn't doing it themselves, but they've stored information about the company that they're using as a front. We believe somewhere in their offices at the top of, and you see Pantone will like sort of grab her fingers and pull them apart, and a sort of a holographic map will appear between them of the 3 towers of the Hive, and she'll point at one of the towers, which will then have a constant sort of pinging motion down on it. This tower here, you're looking at needing to maybe get in somehow or find a way of getting into the apiary offices near the top, to try to figure out what even is their plan. We fear, Kowboi Frezh mentioned that it was maybe they're thinking of rolling out in maybe 10 days. So we have some time. We can do some preparation, get everything we need in tools. And then if you guys can break in or I smash, you seem to be good at smashing sometimes. Allegedly.
We admit to nothing, but we can do whatever you need.
Contract is very specifically not making a
we're not so good at planning. We've got pieces of information here and there, and so we needed support. And you're quite obviously not of the Hive. You're very rough around the edges.
Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. So you seem like an honest sort that we can work together to try to figure this out. We can try to help get information. We can get resources with you, but we're not very good at what needs to happen for stopping this thing. We can definitely help you destroy things in the promenade, but we don't have much skills to infiltrate, if that is what you choose to do.
So
You got it, dude.
It's like a paid gig or...
Yes, we can provide each of you with 2 cash if you can help us with this, but also you should probably want to do it, because if you don't, everybody is probably going to get brainwashed in about 10 days.
I mean, just looks over at Sweet, like, 2 cash is a pretty decent amount of money.
2 cash is very decent for this world.
I could buy 2 Orange Julius's.
They're so
One whole
inefficient
candy
use of
bar.
cash.
What a waste of cash that Orange Julius was, by the way. I could have
So good.
upgraded my drone, but no.
You could have, yeah,
I got an Orange Julius instead.
you did.
Oh, goodness.
It was a great story moment. Fruit is expensive here.
You're still
but-
here. I said you got it, dude. Like, what else is there to say?
You're in our base, we're not in yours.
Ah,
Yeah.
Wait, were we gonna get the cash like up front and everything?
Sure, if it helps you prepare, and they'll kind of and they'll kind of take Kowboi Frezh by his shoulders and push him towards Coolio and Sweet. And you do notice he's also wearing the rollerblades that you guys all are that allow the sort of anti-grav movement. So he's good at hacking, and from my understanding that's something that you lack, so we are going to give him to you. You have plenty of room in your gym / hidden base, yes?
Wait, how did you know about it? If it's so, huh?
Oh, you did have Blaskiet sign up to join your gym.
Right, but like that's the gym. Like the base is like across the hall. How did you know?
You left the door
shit.
open one day.
What? We have doors? I usually just skate up the wall and pop through the window. Huh. I'm learning so much.
should probably work on that security.
So about that 3 cash that you're gonna give us.
Two
I think
cash.
it was 4.
Oh,
Was it 4?
It was
Okay,
4.
yeah. I was
We don't
probably
really
finishing
do
a
this
Clash
kind of
game.
thing. So it was
Yeah.
4.
if one of you guys would like to make, so we're getting into what would be the social actions, and you could try. So there's a few social actions. You could try the charm, or placate, or bullshit, or deceive.
Charm's a cool test, right?
Yeah. Charm is
Oh,
2d6
yes.
plus cool. Yes.
I
think I'm gonna
I
do
only
that.
have bullshit I can support with, so I
Yeah, I only have bullshit.
Oh, everybody took bullshit.
might be
No.
all you, Jeff.
No, it's in my name. I'm cool IO. Input, output, or something.
Mhm.
All right, here I go. Oh,
So
that's
I'm
how
going
to
to say
start.
the DC is probably going to be a 10 for this one.
That's fine. I rolled a 13, dog.
Hell
Let's go.
yes.
2 5s and a 3, dog. Let's
That
go.
is a
Woo.
hell of a good
We,
start.
That's like 100 cash, I think, right?
yeah, like
we-
200.
I'm
it
not good at
sounds like.
math, but
I suppose we're also artists who live in a basement with not much resources. But for this, we could give you the winnings from the art competition as well, although it hadn't been finished because it was tiered. So I can bump that to 3 cash each.
okay. I guess that's all right. I guess we can do 3 cash each. That sounds good.
Oh, you
'cause that's
can. To make sure that you keep
more.
your mind, you can deal with 3 cash.
Well, like I was thinking about that, right? Like
Uh-huh.
so much like strife and everything going on, and like
Mhm.
disagreement and everything, and like maybe if we were all kind of just like brainwashed, like it would be like more peaceful. You ever think about that, dog?
What?
She'll kind of like look you up and down, look at sort of like the gaming keyboard that you kind of have floating beside you. It would end strife to all have the same
Yeah.
thought pattern, but that would mean that everybody would become worker bees and or incredibly violent, which would be the opposite. And the worker bees would mean no more games.
Right. Okay. Well, I mean, have you ever been in like a crash tournament? Because like it's pretty violent, and honestly, it's like the bottom of the social barrel, dog. Like it is some horrific rhetoric that's just like going down in there. So like I don't know. I'm just saying, like I'm give me the cash and we're gonna do this, but like I'm open-minded. That's what I'm saying.
I will believe your assessment of this bottom barrel lot. There's not an area I've interacted with. But yes.
Do you want me to tell you what they said about my mother this morning? Because, like, I don't. Okay,
I don't think so.
No, I won't.
No,
It's probably not. It's not for it's not for company. You know, it's like a private conversation.
Yeah, but good job, Cool and Blood, for getting us 3. Good work.
3
Yes.
each.
I think it was just cool.
So Pantone will like side-eye Coolio a little bit, but hand out 3 cash each, which you guys can spend. Yes. So we know that the advertisements are dangerous. We know that we believe that we can create a paint because, and she'll motion to Professor J. She works with the splash damage to create. So if we know what we're counteracting, we can create a technology to cover whatever adverts they have. But we need information for that. And we know that they're in this part of the hive near the top. The hive towers, I don't know than the last time you were in there, but they're 150 stories tall. The bottom 50 is just housing, and then you get the shops for the next 50, and then you get offices, and then I believe at the very top is the apiary is in the top 10 or so, but there's also the Verd food manufacturing happens near there, which apparently causes some power outages. But I'm sure Kowboi Frezh will be able to, I'll give you the answer, Alex, will be able to help you with more details since he just came from the towers himself. We know we're looking at about 10 days. So yes, here's the money. We'll maybe get back together in 5 to 7 days with our plan, yes, and we'll figure it out from there. How does that sound?
Sounds righteous.
That sounds KE.
All right, very cool, very sweet. All right.
So we go now. You stay here.
Yes,
Yes,
yeah. This is our hideout. We are not giving you our
Totally
hideout.
forgot it was your hideout. Sorry. I thought we were in ours. I was really busy.
Goes up to Kowboi, like, hey, bro, I like your mug. Did you get that from the towers?
No, I actually made it myself.
You
made
made it
ceramic.
yourself?
Yeah.
That's
It's
so
great.
cool. And she's like entranced by the mug.
And it was just like taking sips out of it, like.
Sweetie,
All
you
right.
made that. Come and look.
Yeah, that's rad. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And she's kind of checking out like your skates and like just kind of seeing, and she'll just kind of be like, race ya. And then she just like takes off.
Ooh, if you'd like, everybody could do a quick check to see who is the fastest. This would be your quick plus your rollerblades. And I remind you, because I actually, on the weekend, obviously helped Alex rebuild his character. The rollerblades as an asset does give you advantage on quick checks using rollerblades, by the way. So one of your dice, you do get that. So make sure you are rolling with advantage on one of your D6s. Yeah. As you race back to your base. And as we are doing this race, let's kind of remind each other of what our characters look like so Alex can kind of have a mental idea as well. So Sweet, as you zoom by with your number.
Oh, shoot. Sorry, I did the math and I forgot the math because I wanted to do something else. 17.
7. Oh my God. Yeah, I figured. So Sweet is the fastest.
I rolled 2 6s.
This is why I'm starting here. So as we see Sweet zoom past, very likely in the front, what does Sweet look like?
So Sweet has So like her hair, like it depends on how she wears it. So like a lot of what she does is like she wants to look cool, but then she wants to be able to fit in to kind of do some of her things. So like if her hair is up, then you see kind of like underneath it's all like bright colored like dye. But if she's wearing it down, then it just looks like dark. And then the same thing kind of with like the coat that she wears. Like if she wears it flipped inside out, it's like super blocky, colorful, like fluorescent colors. If she wears it kind of flipped right side in, then it just looks like like it's tattered obviously, but just kind of like a regular kind of, so she's very much about kind of like trying to like fit in and kind of stealth around places. So right now I'd imagine she's like hair up, bright colors, jacket flipped out. So she is just like streaking very quickly, lots of bright colors, rollerblading past everybody. Maybe. We'll see what the rolls
I'm
are.
assuming nobody beats a 17. All right. Who is the next fastest? What rolls are people at right now? Jeff, what did you roll?
12, dog.
12. Alex, what's your roll?
I think so. Since the rollerblades give me advantage, right? So I rolled 3 dice. I rolled 2 6s, and I dropped the lowest one. And then since
yes.
yeah, since
And then
if
plus
I-
your rollerblading, which is
plus
I
my
think you have a +3 on rollerblading.
Yeah. So that would be
This is the next
Plus your
competitor
quick.
to Sweet.
Oh, plus my quick. Oh yeah, that'd be 16.
Okay.
Sweet is
and then
impressed.
Sweet, yeah. You find Kowboi is like right on your
Like
heels.
on your ass.
On your
Yes.
ass. And then following Kowboi Frezh, Derek, what is your quick at right now?
I rolled. Oh, my quick is only +1, so I rolled 8 + 1 would be 9.
9. And then Blood Riot, what is your quick?
Mine's 2 right now. I rolled a 10 total.
10. Okay, so we see Coolio, for whatever reason, the next quickest, not currently in his AR game. You're usually choosing to go slow.
Dog. Whatever reason.
There's no
I just got
ongoing game.
cash. I gotta upgrade my drone. Josh needs some gold plate.
Josh
teeth or
needs some
something,
gold
man.
plate. Well, you can now afford that.
Gonna be like,
So
yeah, let's go.
what does Coolio look like as he skates by?
Coolio wears like loose sweatpants, not like, like really lazy looking, but also not like super tight, just kind of chill, t-shirt, usually just something random, whatever, doesn't really matter. Got a shoulder bag, my drone's in, call him Josh. You can call him Josh if you want. And I like to wear like yellow glasses because it helps with the eye strain when I'm looking and playing through my what I call it, Legion of Lances. Was that what it called? Was that what we called it?
You did
Yeah.
say Legion of
Legion.
something, yes.
Yep, Legion.
Yeah, it was Legion. I think it was Legion of Lances or something. I don't know. Yeah, so because I get a little eye strain, so like it helps the yellow lenses.
Yes.
There you go.
All
Tall
right.
dude, super lanky, got a little black ponytail and everything.
I didn't know Long was tall. After you
He
see
is.
Blood Riot come, he is. Yeah, I will. Everybody's tall to me. You see Blood Riot come through the screen. What does Blood Riot look like?
So I would like to imagine that the reason that Blood Riot is so much slower than the rest of them is that she actually saw some woman that she decided to stop and flirt with halfway
Fair
through,
enough.
and she's like, "Oh shit, I'm in the middle of a race," and she gets her number, and then like, "Oh shit, yeah," and then catches up. But so Kowboi, what you see is dark brown skinned woman with brunette hair and one like blue streak that's kind of like long and braided. She's pretty well muscled. She looks like the Street Fighter she is. And she's got a yellow vest over a blue top, making no attempt to be discreet.
Very good. And even though you stopped and flirted behind you, D3 slowly starts to roll through the screen from one side to the next.
That's
What
because
does
I'm
D3
busy
look-
checking like my internet stuff.
Oh yeah, I know, just making sure you get the best angles on your
Right,
selfies as you
yeah,
do
exactly.
news.
Well, I'm also browsing about the hive to see if we have any ins. But yes, for D3, he looks like an android. So there's like the wires. There's it's not like the advanced ones that have like pseudo flesh or whatever. But they did, because he was initially designed to be a news anchor. His face does actually look a bit more human, so that people feel a bit more comfortable around him. Not that that really actually happens. But when it comes to fashion, he just buys that like cheap internet type fashion crap. Like today, he's wearing like a tortilla sweatshirt that looks like a cooked tortilla, and then just like generic sweatpants. But he's always mixing up his image. It's just like, yeah, whatever's hot, trendy, or just funny and memey. That's how he dresses.
And what do you think, prior to sort of researching the hive, what do you think your D3 would have been sort of streaming as a news or meme or shitpost to his audience?
That's a really good question that you've caught me off guard with. I have no idea.
All right. Well, we can come back to it. We can come back to it if you want some time. So as our team hits this gym/hideout base filled with a game tech and a climbing wall and a painting wall and other stuff that I've escapes me at this very moment, we have what is called a mission prep time. So you guys will be able to roll to get some prep points, which you can use in your great. So you can use when you are in your mission to activate items, boost defense, boost a roll, ignore damage, etc. It is a very cool mechanic. Also, if you use 3 audience points, you can get a prep point. But we have 2 kinds of prep. We're going to have personal prep, where you tell me what you're going to do to prepare for this heist and or what information you want to collect. And then you're going to have group prep, where we're going to talk about like what you guys are doing together, and you'll create 2 pools, one pool for personal prep, one pool for group prep. And I'll hold on to the group prep number, and you guys can have the personal prep in the top right of your character sheets, if I'm remembering correctly. So let's start with okay, so does anybody have any ideas of what kind of prep or research or anything that they would want to do for this heist? Or do you have questions to help decide what you wanted to do? Kowboi Frezh is quote unquote able to answer the questions, aka I will give you the information.
So D3 wants to suggest to the group, I think that having a quiet approach will give us the best chance of success. There has to be some kind of specialized work that's needed at the hive, where they have to hire contractors who they don't have to pay any benefits or fair wages to. So if we come in as a specialized team to help with that task, what we can actually do is get what we need and not do that job to help them.
So D3, the information that you would get from that question is that Keepa Manufacturing, which covers, which you're familiar with because they chase you off of the CL all the time, but they cover the law enforcement, the maintenance, the cleanup, trash disposal. They are sort of the cheap everything. So you could theoretically get uniforms potentially. They're also, Kowboi Frezh would be able to tell you, there are like little Keepa Manufacturing law enforcement booths peppered all throughout the 50 layers of housing district and also the shopping district. And they have tiny little like golf carts that they'll drive around in this tower, which is the sort of hallways are wide enough for 2 cars to pass, like 2 big trucks to pass. They're very large. So they have these little golf carts they'll drive around. There's elevators, escalators, and every other thing, but there's no direct line from one sort of set of stories to the next set of stories, because they want you going through the shopping district to get as many adverts and spend as much money as is possible. So, but Keep and Manufacturing are peppered throughout, and it's a good idea. So that's information I'll give you for helping with your prep. Does that give you, so do you want to try to see if you can pertain sort of a schedule for them, or a contract from them, or uniforms from them as your prep?
Yeah, I was wondering if I could use the cash to get the uniform, and then one of my assets is like a verified account, like social media account. So I'm wondering if that would be a way to get like a contract, or some way to like pose all of 5 of us as like members of like a contractor team to take the bid, so to speak.
Sure. Okay. So I'm thinking for your
But
personal
Kowboi
prep.
Had a quick question, I think.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
So to work off of your idea, would it be possible to hack the system to procure like quote unquote real like job like applications that, let's say that like we are actually like employees or temporary employees or something? Of,
Oh yeah,
the
like a temp
manufacturer?
badge.
Yeah, you two can work together to sort of build this sort of backing that would give you access through the maintenance. And there's information that you can find out about the building, but there's sort of layers of building that are just for maintenance shafts. You're just not sure where they are. But if you guys spend cash to buy uniforms, that's absolutely possible. I would say 1 cash per uniform. And you guys can just have that without doing the prep, but you can do the prep roll to get the contract, and Kowboi Frezh can do the prep roll to like hack it so that it looks legitimate with both your guys' verified account and hacking. I would give that both as a personal prep thing. So you guys can get your personal prep points individually. Do you want to roll that now, or do we want to hear everybody's ideas first?
I'm still open to other ideas.
Yeah,
Okay,
me
let's finish Blood Riot, Coolio, or Sweet. Do you guys have any sort of ideas building on? Oh, Jeff, yes.
Yeah, I got one. So, like, I know we talk about like Legion of Lances a lot, but that's not like his only game. That's certainly like his professional game. But one of the other communities he just likes to relax in is he likes to play a lot in Terry's mod. And one of the games in Terry's mod is Traders in Troubletown. And I want to get up on my Traders in Troubletown servers and see if like anyone has actually developed kind of like a map of like the hive building as like, you know, a place where we can like fight and stuff. So I can kind of learn a little bit about the layout, because there's a lot of people who do that kind of stuff, you know,
That's
like
true.
they really like to create maps that are very much like what we see. And Terry's mod is just like pretty sweet. A lot of creative people on there.
I would say you might be able to find it in Terry's mod, or nope. Oh god, the first name I came up with is terrible. Something else. I immediatally went with Shaftcraft, which I don't know why I'm stuck on the word
Yeah, I
shaft
think
all the
Terry's mod's a
time.
little better than that, but I appreciate where your head's at, dog.
Do explain this Shaftcraft. I am intrigued.
Minecraft. No. Everybody uses
I think she was
blocks.
trying to do Minecraft. I think that's what she was going for there.
Yeah, it was Minecraft, but I was like, what else is in a mine? A shaft. No, can't do that.
I thought like the Terry's mod reference was closer to the 90s. Like Minecraft came a little
That's
later. So like
true. Well, Minecraft is old, but yes, fair enough. Okay.
not as old as Terry's mod.
Terry's mod is very old.
Not even close.
Okay. Terry's mod is very old. Okay. I like that. Yes, I will. So here's the thing. You guys are going to roll your prep, which is a 2d6 plus the ability you're using plus the specialty versus a 7. So if you succeed, that map exists. And then I'll give you additional prep points based off of that. So let's wait to hear Sweet and Blood Riot, and then we'll start our rolls. So Sweet or Blood Riot, do you guys have any ideas or contributions?
Mel, did you have anything?
I know how I'm gonna spend my money, so I'm not entirely sure if this kind of fits into like the trying to negate like a possible disadvantage. So what I want to do with my money possibly is to get a thieving gear integrated asset.
Mhm.
So I basically want
Ooh.
to turn like one of my hands into this, like it's got this like integrated thieving gear. So I can kind of like flick a finger out and it's like having like a Leatherman kind of a thing where you just kind of get whatever kind of tool you need.
I'm happy to give that to you with the cash. And then we'll say we can use your prep points being like trying to find somebody to do the installation and work, because I believe that's an illegal mod.
Maybe I don't. It's under common augments is integrated asset.
Okay, common, then that's absolutely fine. Then just so that you can get prep points, we'll say that your prep roll will be trying to find a good mechanic to do the work for you, and that'll just, you'll get the work done, you'll definitely have the asset, and then the prep points will just be so that you can get some prep points for this.
You can kind of get it done in the time frame.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good way of framing it. Yes, get it done in the time frame. And Blood Riot.
Sorry, I was being done. I want to build off what Kowboi, Derek, and Coolio have done. I would like to use the layout that Coolio has found for the contractor piece that Derek and Kowboi Frezh have figured out. And I want to find the security person there who's going to be on shift and either bribe him or them with cash or make a bullshit promise of like, I have a fight coming up and you can bet on me and I'm not going to lose and you could make a lot of money.
So you can definitely, there is definitely two paths, and you're going to have to commit to one of these. So you can definitely do the bullshit, which would be 2d6 plus cool, or you can try, I would say, trying to pay them off. I'd almost say placate for that one, which is 2d6 plus cool as well. So they're both 2d6 in a way. Or you can even charm or threaten are two other actions.
Well, I have bullshit, and I have no fucking idea if I'm gonna win. I'm just saying shit.
Sure, absolutely. All right, so with this, let us start rolling for our prep values. So let's start. Derek, you opened it up. So give me, you're going to be hacking. I feel like this is probably going to be a clever roll. So I will say 2d6 plus clevers plus what specialties do you think you can argue for this? When your valid account, your user account would count. And do you have anything else to throw at the wall?
I have online communities, social media, bureaucracy. I feel like any of those could potentially
Bureaucracy
apply.
I would take for sure.
Okay, so that would be like a
Nice.
+2 in addition to my +3 from clever. So 2d6 plus 5 then. It's like, oh, does the verified account give me an additional +1, or is that an additional
I'll give you
dice?
advantage for a verified account on one of
Okay.
the d6s.
God.
Good or bad?
I
Oh,
can't
bad.
roll above a
That's a
3
bad one.
already. I only got 11 total. So
11.
3 plus 5. Or I'm sorry, 6 plus 5.
6 plus 5. That's okay. So with the prep roll, you automatically get one regardless of your roll. You get another one for succeeding, which you did. The DC was 7. And then you get an additional one for every 3 above. So if you got 11, that means you get an additional 1 personal prep roll for a total of 3 in your character
Okay.
sheet
That's the
that you
top
can
right
use.
number, correct?
Yes. And then so you successfully have that information. You create sort of a bid to a contract, and then Kowboi Frezh is going to do the closer for this deal. Kowboi Frezh, I think you're also rolling clever for this. This is your hacking ability, which I would take that as your specialty. as well as give you advantage because it is your ability as well. And do you have anything else you would argue for that, or are you happy with that build, that number of dice?
No, that's good. So
Okay.
it's advantage, clever and hacking, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Multiple dice. Do. 1, 2, 3. Roll. I got. So that's 9 plus 2, 11. 14 total.
Ooh,
Nice.
wow. Okay, you doubled it. Okay, so obviously 1 for your mission, just because you're doing prep points, 1 for success, and then 1 for every 3 above. So if you've got 14, you've gotten an additional 2, so you have 4 prep points. Oh, stuff's happening. All right, so he gets 4 prep points. That follows us by Coolio. What would you like to? Oh. Oh. And Alex, you now have to say, "I'm in."
I'm in.
There we go. Thank you very
Oh,
much.
is it the black screen with the green text that's flashing as you button mash? Yeah, I love that.
Oh my god. Oh, that was so good. All right, Jeff, for yours, so you guys have a contract. You have the sort of the documentation to be able to get in here. Let's do Jeff's roll to see if he can find these maps. I would say this also feels like a clever thing, unless you'd like to argue differently. You could be like you're persuading your friends by being cool to them.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
Okay.
oh my god. Yeah.
And then
'Cause I'm
specialties or abilities you'd throw at this.
Yeah. Games,
Yes.
online communities, esports. Yeah.
Take whichever
Those
one of them
things.
gives you the highest bonus.
Got it. Games and online communities are the same, so I'll just
Okay.
do those. Okay, dog. Here we go. Dice. All right. Man, I'm rolling so good. I'm like the opposite of Derek. Hang on. That's +4. That's a 14, dog.
Oh my god. All right. So obviously we've already done the math. You
Oh,
also
yes.
get 4 prep points. You find somebody's made this spectacular map in Terry's mod with exact details, and you're able to go through and maybe persuade some of your friends. Definitely Kowboi, Frezh, and D3 would have the sort of gamer skills or computer skills to join. Sweet and Blood Riot, I'd say that's up to you if you feel your characters would go here, to actually go through the layers. Now, there's obviously the person who made the map is not 100% sure on what's on the upper layers. There's obviously tight security and it's locked down, but they do know like the hydroponics and sort of the food growth on the top 2 layers, and you have that confirmed now. And then you do see like exactly where the Keepa manufacturing booths are, and you get to see in all like top 100 layers at the housing and the shopping districts, and you can see that in the first like 20 layers of offices, Keepa is a little bit lighter in the personal, but you can see a lot more surveillance has been put in. But there's still a question about some of the layers in between. Like clearly, the map maker, this was information they were not able to either hack in, but you know exactly where the Keepa are. All right, and Sweet. Did you want to, let's see how quickly you can get somebody to do the mechanical work. I'd say this feels social. I'd be taking a cool for this unless you want to argue something else.
Yeah, cool is fine. I would say things that she
Or clever.
Yeah, I mean I'll always take clever over cool.
Okay, I'm happy to take clever.
She does have a specialty in gray market goods.
I'll take that.
Which
Yep.
might help source something to kind of get this done quicker.
Yep.
And then
That's so cool.
I do have a specialty in earth culture, so like I know what a Leatherman is and can like help with the design of it. So I'm like bringing in the gray market goods and I'm bringing in the design, so we can do it quicker, right?
Yeah.
You don't have to design
I'll
it and do it.
I'll take gray market goods. But leave the Leatherman out of there. Earth culture, sorry.
Okay, so that's a 7, 8, 9, 10.
10. Okay. So with 10, you get the one for the just doing prep. You get the one for the success, and you get 3 points above the difficulty, which is 7. So you get a total of 3 prep points.
3 prep points. Cool.
Yes.
And then I now have the asset because I spent the coin for the.
Yes, you
spent the cash for
definitely
it.
have the asset now. And then finally, Blood Riot, you would like to bullshit and sort of persuade this person to kind of be soft on you, to let you in a little bit easier.
Not ask too many questions.
Sure. So give me that prep roll. I'm going to say this is definitely a cool, and it's what sort of, do you have any sort of specialties or abilities?
And I was wondering if I might use tough instead of cool, because I'm very specifically saying that I'm a good fighter.
That would be threatening, not bullshitting.
That's too
but
bad.
I'm afraid at this point you are probably going to have to. I'm going to say this one is definitely a cool. This is way more social, unfortunately. I don't think you can muscle your way through this one.
I feel like it's like a conversation where we know someone's gonna like be like, we give the wrong response when someone's like, "Hey, can you do this job?" and we don't know the lingo, and you're just telling security. Yeah, if anyone calls the security office about us, just ignore those calls.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
So with my cool and bullshit.
Yeah. So the bullshit, is that your ability or is that a specialty?
Bullshit is a specialty.
Okay, great. So yeah, you'll have like the bonus +1 or +2 from that, or +3 if you've really pumped it up. Any abilities you'd throw in there?
Unfortunately not.
That's all right. Give me the roll, please.
Sorry, I'm just looking at my sheet and making sure.
Yeah, no problem.
11, 12, 13.
13. So with 13, obviously you get those, you pass and succeed. So you get those base 2, and then you get an additional 2. So you are getting 4 prep points with that one as well. You guys are all rolling wonderfully. Now, I know that Sweet maybe have just spent all her cash, but you guys could get the uniforms for 1 cash each, or somebody might need to spend 2 to buy an additional uniform for other people.
I still had 2 cash that I had not spent because I didn't get Orange Julius early on, so I have cash
you
to
didn't get
spend
it
for
was
that.
so good though. It's fresh.
You sipped out of mine instead of ordering your own French fries.
That's right, I did.
I remember. I basically got like a quarter of an Orange Julius for something like $1,000, dog. It's crazy.
Yeah, but you make that
Also-
in the day trading, don't you?
Well, that's true. Yeah,
True.
only on Mondays though, like at like 2 o'clock in the morning. And then
While
I'm
I
off for
have
the
the
rest of the
floor,
week.
also, welcome Raiders from
welcome.
Link's Tome EC and Matt in a Hat. Welcome on in. Good to have you.
Welcome.
Hey, thanks.
All right. So, and then our final prep pool is going to be our group prep. Do you guys think there is an activity you would have done together to prep? Maybe like practice sneaking, or maybe Coolio did make you, even Sweet and Blood Riot, join in to look through the map that he managed to download. Or maybe you guys did like wall practice with your rollerblades.
I have my own private Terry's Mod server, and so we were just drilling on it, dog. Like everyone was coming in, old-fashioned land party in the rock climbing gym. We shut it down for the afternoon, and we just go to town. You know, we do a little prop hunt, right? We look around for stuff. It's awesome.
Okay, that I'm happy to take that. I would say this is the future year of 2020. You guys could project that in the climbing wall, so you can create like walls on your climbing wall for your rollerblading to go through as well. But yes, so to do the group prep, I'm going to say this is also going to be a clever. I'm going to say that you can choose the person with the best clever to sort of lead this role.
Thanks, Buck.
And this will give you guys a pool. So if you use all your prep, this is a prep pool that anybody can grab from. But again, it's a limited source. So who would like to lead this sort of map drill practice?
My clever is plus
Definitely
3. So
not blood right.
Yeah. I think Kowboi and like Big D have the most clever, so I would say
Yeah.
probably one of them.
oh, then we put
Alright.
it on the fresh member to the crew.
Mr. Frezh.
No pressure.
Hell yes.
Let's
Also,
do it.
All right.
Alex has been rolling fire today, so
All right.
That's true. We
Derek.
definitely
Really,
get
what I'm
lucky.
trying to do is
Sorry,
yeah, and we're trying to avoid my low rolls.
That is true. We don't actually want Derek to roll, do we?
Hey, beginner's luck.
Sorry,
Come on,
Derek.
beginner's luck.
All right. So, Kowboi Frezh, if you can give me 2d6 plus clever plus any specialties you'd like to give me. Actually, I would take Coolio. If Coolio has like a bigger bonus on his gaming, I'd say that a merged pool would make sense for this.
Okay.
And anybody else that has a specialty, hold on. Anybody that has a specialty they feel that could contribute, we can add that to the roll.
I wish I did, but
No.
I
All right.
don't think I do.
So I'm thinking gamer from Coolio or online community from D3 might help. And Sweet and Blood Riot are here for the ride. And then Kowboi Frezh, throw hacker action on there as well as your specialty, and then give me the total bonus, and that'll be the giant group prep pool.
Okay. All right.
Sweet and
So
Blood Riot just like pulling teeth, trying to like get away from this video game. Sorry. Yeah. Oh no, you rolled poorly. What do we get? Your phone.
it's an 11.
Ooh, 11.
Nice.
Okay,
hell
so
yes.
we've got 11 plus. What's your gamer, Coolio? Is it a 2 or a 1? A 2. Okay. I
It's not
regret
2,
talking
dog.
about Italy beforehand.
To 2, Tony. Let's go.
Okay, so that's 13. D3, what is your online community?
That's plus 1, so it'd be 14.
Okay, 14. And Kowboi Frezh, what is your hacker action?
It's a +2.
Plus 2. So that is a total of 16, which would give you guys every 6 on a success, 1 to the group per roll, 3 over 7. Okay, yeah, so it's the same thing. So with a 16, that would give you guys probably yeah, that gives you 5 group prep points to pull from. So I will make a note of that.
Nice.
Wow. Okay. So we got most of us got 4 personal prep, and now we have
Yes.
5 group prep. Wow. Okay, that's a lot.
Hell yes.
Yes.
Yes,
And
like
yeah, and
professionals and everything, dog. Like, you'll see.
Oh,
You'll see what it's
Derek.
like. Yeah.
It's truly like that movie, Ocean's 11.
you guys are doing
Never
Ocean's
seen it.
11.
I don't really like
essentially.
movies,
Oh, no.
so I might watch it in like 20 years
Mhm.
and maybe like look back on it and be like, hey, I want to talk about it now. And everyone's going to be like, dude, that movie hasn't come out for 20 years. Anyway.
Well, they're at Ocean's 14 now. They did 11, 12, 13.
I don't really like nature documentaries, dog.
Oh. All right. So you guys have done your prep. You sort of wake up 6 days later. You did 5 days of prep, and you have the tower in front of you. You hear sort of the buzz of a phone or a messaging system as sort of little notes from the sky painters come up as they talk about having found out that there's definitely something called Comb Studios. They recommend looking for Comb Studios. They've discovered that is the sort of the face that Apiary is using as their advertisement studio. And they say they also want, if you can find out information from this home studio, you'll be able to create or send them the data. They'll send you a link that'll allow you to directly send any data through secure firewalls to them to give them the information they need to create like a counter hack paint that will block the advertisements. So that's kind of the prep that they've done. They're ready on call for any information if they can try to help you for it, but they won't be able to join you on this mission. Is there anything else your crew would like to do before you stand in front of these giant towers ready to enter?
One asset that Sweet has is a fake ID, which
yes.
I'm imagining it to be like it's programmable, basically. So like that's what I imagine she's sort of making that into, again, kind of something kind of going along with, you know, kind of the cover and everything that we've got going on. Like she'll just like match that to kind of the theme that we've got going on.
Great. All right. So you guys, yes, you guys have some fake IDs. You have some, I guess everybody spent one cash to get a uniform. You guys are in matching uniforms. You've got your contract papers with the proper seals already, thanks to your internet sleuths. And you've got sort of the current day guard on the outside of the hive that's ready to kind of look the other way and pretend he didn't see you, thanks to Blood Riot. The Sweet's new shiny arm upgrade sort of gleams in the fake sunlight of the ciel as you enter into this building. The outside of the hive is obviously that bright yellow orange glow that creates the honeycomb effect, but as you go in, it's kind of a shock to the systems as everything starts to go from this bright color to stark white. It's like the white where the corners don't even have dust in them. It looks so fake, and it lacks that human touch, like an Apple store. As you kind of start to go, sorry, my anti-capitalism is showing. As you as you start to go through, the security guard will go, names for the registry, fake is okay. For entry, fake names, please, as Blood Riot has paid him off.
Blood Riot will give 5 names that are absolutely not theirs.
And he'll write them down diligently so it looks like he's doing his job. He pretends to check some IDs as you go through these large, what appears to be light scanners. Nobody really has any weapons on them, so they don't beep or get triggered by anything. As you enter in... Oh, sorry, yes?
So I wanted to ask about using one of my talents that I have as an influencer. Because you said that the way that this tower is set up is that there's 50 floors housing, 50 floors of whatever.
Shopping.
One of those floors is like
offices.
an office space. Okay.
Yep.
To give us probably an easier, because like it sounds like Kowboi can handle like the hacking side of things. So to give us an edge on the social side or the physical side, I want to DDoS the staff of the hive, so that like, because it says, use your social media presence to disrupt or distract staff at an office.
Hell yes.
So I would say more than just the office. You can try and cause a DDoS attack on the Kappa manufacturing, which would cause them internally to probably start doing like panic and cybersecurity lockdowns, and start to like, you would have time to get in and get out with them looking too closely at you because they're busy trying to solve like a problem. I'm happy to in that,
so long as the cybersecurity doesn't make it more difficult for us to get the data.
No, I would say the way that you're trying to do it, it's obvious that you're trying. I wouldn't cause it to be more difficult because of how
Okay.
We'll say you worked it so that it looks like it people are shoring up, but you're wearing the right uniform, so you're not going to find it more difficult.
Gotcha.
They're not looking at themselves; they're looking at the outside.
Yeah.
Okay. And does that have a role associated with it for the DDoS?
No, it just says once per session, you can use a social action to send your followers after an online target.
Social
it
action.
disrupts. Yeah.
Okay, so social action will be, let me just pull, here you go. Social actions is the bullshit, the charm, the interrogate, the placate, the embarrass, or the threaten, or you can even lower the mood, which allows you to be an ass deliberately if you'd like.
No, I have a specialty in bullshit, so we're gonna use that.
Okay, great. So give me the 2d6 plus cool, please.
What is something that the company is like absolutely known for that my bullshit would be able to tarnish their reputation and make the staff go, shit, we got to get ahead of this so they don't actually think this is true?
So they're known for law enforcement and for sort of cleanup. Maybe have, because they probably have automated garbage trucks that kind of go in, grab the garbage cans, clean it. Maybe you can DDoS and claim that some of the garbage trucks are going kind of insane because they're obviously unmanned because this is the future year of 2020.
I know what he'll do. So normally D3 is a shit poster. This is going to be like a meta shit. So he's going to dress up in like his old news anchor attire and pretend like, well, act like he's doing an old school like news debrief. But he's going to bullshit and say that these unmanned garbage trucks and the company in general are now illegally sending the military to help enforce the garbage cleanup and everything that's happening. Don't know where that inspiration came from. But yeah, just to get a nice little hype stir up on that.
Yes. Okay. Brilliant. And we're going to say that this is a big company, which increases the difficulty, but this is a believable sort of bullshit that they have kind of probably taken steps a bit like that before. So I'm going to say that we'll put it at a DC 9 to do this.
Okay. So 2d6 plus cool and then plus my special.
And just don't roll like you normally do.
Thank you. That's helpful.
Yeah.
You said it was a 9? I just barely made it. I rolled
Oh
4 and a 2.
Oh, dude.
Plus 2 plus 1.
Nice.
Oh my God.
Wow.
This is where the risk of the heist mission comes in. D3's rolls.
Yeah, he keeps his composure together, and he's just so it's just like a nice little internet post of, ladies and gentlemen, today we received some news from out in the field that whatever the company's name is Keepa Manufacturing is sending more and more militaristic personnel to assist with their cleanup missions, and they are displacing people who have done nothing wrong. Keep yourselves safe and flip them off the next time you see them. And then a bunch of air horns.
And as you guys are in the base levels of the hive, you hear sort of people starting to react to this news, and it starts, and you, D3, can watch the sort of the viral viewer count start to rise as it spread out. Maybe you just there's a bunch of locals that you know that you started off with that then are able to spread it as you are good at the DDoS. And you see maybe in front of you down the hallway, some groups of people are going and sort of confronting the Keepa Manufacturing little sort of security booths that they have in different districts. All right. So that is happening. That makes Keepa is busy. You guys kind of have the clear. You do know these towers are massive. The hallways are essentially roads, and you're going to have to do a lot of traveling back and forth once you get into the shopping district because they want people to see the adverts and buy. So you're home free. You manage to, if anybody else wants to do anything before we keep going. Okay. You guys managed to get into the housing district. Well, Blood Riot's guard just waves you through towards the elevators that kind of a massive chain of 50 elevators that take people up and down constantly. half of them are always under maintenance. And they bring you straight up to the shopping districts where you're able to get out, and you're just blinded by the amount of lights as sounds and adverts and happy little bees start to float around you all over the place, trying to produce and promote this latest, the variety show. You can try to find what is sandwiches. If you bite it and it's a ham sandwich, you win. And you get shows like, it's the unmasked singer. Usually they wear masks. Try to figure out which cartoon they actually are as the real voices stand before you. Just American Idol. American Idol still exists. It's Grand
Wait,
Cross
does that mean
Idol.
that Simon
Said,
still exists?
American Idol, not Canadian Idol.
There is a Canadian Idol, Jeff.
Well, I mean, not in this
But which came
universe.
first?
The American one.
I think it was like UK show, wasn't it?
Actually,
Oh,
yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, it
Was,
somewhere
was
in
American Idol a UK show before?
I think it was initially.
Yeah, it
We
was,
did it right,
Great
so.
Britain's Got Talent was where
Yeah.
Sam and Cal started or something, right?
Just like, democracy and imperialism, we learned it from the British Empire and just,
But
made it better.
perfected it, made it your own.
Saying.
Yeah, we made it. We perfected it. Yeah.
Made it your own.
But yeah, you've got Grand Cross Idol and The Voice Grand Cross, and so you think you can dance Grand Cross, all being promoted in this space, and just like the music and the blaring voices is a cacophony of sound that almost stuns you as you start to try to walk through. There is the possibility you see to your right one of the little golf carts that Keepa Manufacturing uses to travel quickly through the shopping district, but this will draw attention. Or you can try more stealthy to continue going back and forth. It will take time, and you'll probably get to the next layer closer to the evening. As you started in the morning, that's how long it would take you. It's probably just about 10 a.m. now. You can go work your way up. With the cart, it would probably only take you another 3 hours to get up these next 50 layers.
So, given the
with our
fact that we have
prep-
the uniforms,
Mhm.
would that help
Which-
make the cart
The
not look
roll is
weird?
going to be very low. Like, you're still taking somebody's cart, but you have the right documentation. So either you can convince them that you have the right to use it, or you can just take it, and because you're in uniform, we'll have a low sort of roll for. It depends on the sort of the take that you want. Would you like to? You do see it is next to a booth. There are a bunch of people there, and as you kind of go towards there are people that sort of start to accost you a little bit because you are in the Keepa Manufacturing uniforms. But it's not rough. They're just like yelling questions at you, which you are happy to fill in the blanks for in terms of, as Derek, you
What are
see
some of
these-
those questions? What are they asking us?
Yes. Let's world build together.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you can either just take the cart, you can choose not to take the cart, or you can convince the little Keepa booth that you are rightfully allowed to use the cart.
Outside of D3,
Let's just
I'm
take the card. I'm
Yeah, I
always
think-
a believer of asking for forgiveness later if we need to.
I think
Well,
we can
but
get.
the
I
prep
think we can
points-
convince.
Yeah, we can be convincing, but also can't we spend prep points to negate disadvantage?
Absolutely.
Mhm.
You
So
can
it
use
seems like it would be pretty easy.
Ask and smile, and they're like, "Listen to me. It's all
You
good."
know, there is a study in
I'm
social
quite cool.
psychology where they found that people would let you cut in line if you gave them the reason why, even if they were standing in line for the same thing, like to make copies. If you're like, "Hey, can I cut you? I really need to make copies," they let you do it more
Okay.
time than not. So-
I can do that. Be like,
Yeah.
"Hey, I need to take this. I have diarrhea."
That's
that would
that's
work
a
even
valid
better
one.
because
That's a
people are
valid
really
reason.
uncomfortable with stuff like that.
Yeah. Like, who's gonna say no to that?
All right, so we're sending Coolio off to go talk to Keepa and tell them that you guys need the cart.
Yeah, I got this.
You got
spend
this?
some of the group
Trust me.
prep.
That's it.
If you
5
need
to
it.
spend.
Let me just
That
stretch.
would be bullshit. So that is 2d6 plus cool plus any sort of specialties you think.
Okay.
And the DC
sure,
is
sure,
only
sure.
7. This is, again, you guys
If
are
he-
in the right uniforms with the right documentation.
If he actually
this.
poops his pants while bullshitting, does that give him like a mega bonus? Because I feel like
No.
there's a real literal line we're crossing.
Yeah, that's a line you're crossing. That would give you disadvantage. Pooping in an elevator, shockingly, not that
I'm pretty
useful
sure that
in this
helped
campaign.
the metrics in a past campaign that poop brought unbridled amounts of fame.
So, can I use my tech head talent to maybe, like, since I'm bullshitting, talking about something that needs repairing and how I need the cart to help me with that? So to get an extra
I'd
plus
take
1?
that. That sounds really good. They do
Cool.
specialize in repairs as well, so they're kind of like the
Awesome.
handyman of everything.
This game just really likes me.
It likes
That's a
everyone except for
total
Derek.
of 12.
Nice.
12
That wasn't even a
easy.
good roll. and
I have
still
passed
rolled
my
12.
rolls.
You have
Nice.
barely, because I thought
C's
"Ah,
get
that's-
degrees.
C's get degrees. Fair enough.
Hell
So Coolio,
yes.
you go up and you see these like 2 guards at this booth looking harried, and just like one of them is a woman who's just trying to like talk people down, and that no, this isn't true, and they're just here to protect the peace. You can tell because you're pretty slick. There's a little bit of bullshit in them as well in terms of how much they're giving you. But they're like, they see your uniforms, they hear you talking about repairs, and they just like, yes, go. It's the keys. Here. Make sure you sign off the paperwork. It's on the door side right there. Yes, ma'am. I hear you. I understand that you are entitled to your child's education and that the garbage shouldn't be there. But, and then she goes off on some weird. The woman in front of her seems to be yelling about something quite unrelated to D3's news article, and you're not sure how it's gotten so out of hand as to claim something about children, but it seems to have.
I mean, it's kind of her mistake having one. Who would bring one into a world like this? So he thinks to himself as he walks
Yeah.
away.
As you like
It's
turn
kind of on
around
her.
and look at crypto, buy it here. We have the freshest
Ooh.
crypto.
Hang on, I'll be right there, guys.
Precious.
Only 1 minute old. All right, so you guys have secured the Keepa manufacturing cart as you start to actually get some speed, and you can actually travel at a good distance. You got the sort of the walking escalators are wide enough that your cart can actually just go on and zip along quickly. Who wants to give
Is it
me
like drivable? Can I drive it? Or is it like automated? Like the cart?
It is automated, but you can definitely, there is a manual override.
I'm
if
gonna
you
put
would
it on
like to
manual,
drive.
dog.
All
I think
right.
I'm gonna do that because
All right.
I'm an operator.
Yes,
so
you
I wanna
are.
Operate this. So yeah,
Do
see if
you-
I can go maybe a little faster. You know,
Oh, all right, sure. So that would be, I would say, 2d6 plus clever plus anything you think would be associated with sort of manual override or driving of this vehicle. Little
Okay.
golf cart.
yeah. Okay, I got this.
Mhm.
Here we go. This game just really likes me. This is crazy. I don't roll anything lower than like a 9. That's a 13. It's crazy.
So you guys watch as so you're in this little Keepa cart. It's got that classic golf cart roof for absolutely no reason, considering you're in a building. And there's no obvious steering wheel, but there is a screen, and you watch as Coolio like hits a bunch of buttons and inputs what appears to be a code, and the screen sort of parts to the side as a small steering wheel comes out, a half steering wheels, the ones that you would see in racing cars more than a full one, for some reason, because people like those things and think they're really cool normally. And you start to pick up speed as he hits a little red button on the side of that wheel, and it starts to accelerate beyond what would be the automated speed capacity.
I don't even know what these things do, but this looks right. Just kidding. I'm kidding. Ha ha. I'm perfectly trained.
All right. Who
Hold on
wants
to
to
your
give me a D6 roll? As we are going to have an arcology hazard event. Oh yeah, give it to me, Alex.
Hey,
Hell yes.
Hell yeah.
hell yeah. I got a 6.
Okay. Oh, actually, this really suits what D3 is set up. So as you guys start to pick up speed, you are still in these little golf carts with the big sort of K on the side of it in a circle. Reminiscent of maybe a mart of some kind. And suddenly a swarm of public comes to the side, and Coolio has to hit the brakes before running into them. As they kind of
Do I?
Well, yes, you're good people.
Oh yeah.
Morally gray.
Okay.
Morally gray.
Maybe I
morally
don't hit the
gray.
brakes. Maybe I just like drift and screech to us. I want to make the stop look cool and dramatic. Can I do that?
So as you kind of do, and you realize they're holding these protest signs that clearly have started up, and they're fresh paint on them, and like unhappy faces, and there's some really clever quotes here and there, and you're sort of watching as this street that you're on start to fill with shoppers and workers that appear to be starting to create a strike, intense friction with the Keep Us Safety Patrol. Do you have anything that you would use to react to this? I can suggest actions, or if I'm open to hearing yours. As you seem to be currently blocked by a protest, and a bunch of them start to rock the cart as if to try to tip you over.
D3 always has an idea, but I'm happy for others' suggestions. His suggestion, this is somehow so that the group members can hear, but not the crowd. Channel that anger and fan the flames, make them angrier, but also get them out of your way. So he would be like the cool member of the company that's like, yeah, fight the power, and also they're actively loading military people in this truck on sub-level blah blah blah. You should go over there right now and just you can rock our cart, but we're just picking up garbage. But if you go down to this truck, you can actively fight people that have the grievance you're upset with. That's his suggestion.
Okay. So we can do a social roll for that one. That would be obviously another bullshit roll. So that would be a 2d6 plus cool for that one. I'm going to put the DC. These people, you've spun them up pretty good. I'm going to put the DC at 10 for this one.
Oh, but if anyone has any other ideas on how to get the crowd around us, I'm not locking that in. I'm just suggesting it.
Totally allowed to help support these types of rules. So if somebody has an additional specialty, they can throw in a way of support for D3 as well, or other ideas.
I think that's a very solid idea.
Can I throw in my recreational drugs asset?
Let's get them high before.
Well, no.
Hey,
be
puff pass, buddy.
Don't you guys want to fucking draw some blood? This will really help you out there.
Smoke meth and hit them with a crowbar.
Yes, this is future cocaine.
Future retro 2020
Future cocaine.
Cocaine 2099.
You're gonna think ahead. You're gonna get the lottery
Welcome
numbers for
back,
the next
Melissa.
100 years.
Okay, sure. If you're gonna throw maybe a bit of drugs into the audience, into the crowds, the protesters, and sort of start rallying them up with this, You are still in Keepa manufacturing uniforms, but yes, this
I'm
will
totally with Derek on
currently
fanning
help.
the flames and getting them even
This
more
is going to
rather.
increase the difficulty if this stuff happens again, depending on what you roll for hazards. You are now, before you were helping yourselves and lowering difficulties, now you are in the detriment of future you, just as an FYI.
What if?
Oh, Futurus. Whatever.
All right, let's rock and roll. Anybody else have anything else they'd like to throw in here?
Is it possible to hack the security cams and temporarily turn them off as we're throwing drugs into the crowd?
Oh my god! Yes, you can. I would also remind you there's.
I was also concerned about the cameras.
Yes, 100%. I would actually take that as a separate role. But you can also hack. There's monitors and holographic projections for adverts all over the place that you could definitely take control of those sort of visual effects.
Oh yeah, cause
I thought you might like that one.
yeah. Oh man, can I?
Okay,
yeah,
just
can
think
I
about
make-
that. But we'll do the social roll now. So, Bloodright, what is the bonus you're adding to D3's roll?
I was gonna add my recreational drugs asset,
Which is it's an asset. So that would give Derek an advantage on his roll, on one of his rolls.
Yes. Okay, let's hear the jokes. Yes, give him extra dice because I'm gonna roll low.
I would never say that.
Yes,
yeah.
you roll low,
Just
so
have
you need
faith.
that support. All right, and then so Derek, give me that roll,
All right, so cool plus bullshit. Okay.
and then whatever specialties you've got a lot of social stuff. So
Ooh, me gusta. Could I use conspiracy here in addition as a specialty?
you've kind of set
I'm
it up
con-
as a conspiracy thing. I would unfortunately accept that.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Then that gives me 14 total.
All right, you've got this
Ooh.
crowd like cheering
Hell
around
yes.
you as Kowboi Frezh give me that hacker roll to block those cameras from seeing what's going on here.
All right.
And then if you want, I'll give you, if you want to throw anything on projection screens or projectors, let me know.
Yeah, could I really like what Lollygagger said
Mhm.
about like creating an AR image of a company board member, basically like having like either like guard dogs or like the
that's
security
awesome.
sicking on like
Mm.
innocent protesters, you know?
Okay, happy to
Oh,
take that.
that's
That is going
awesome.
to increase the DC for the two things, but I think you can do it. And also, if anybody has, again, support for the hack, I know that Coolio has some skills or assets that you might be able to give bonuses to Kowboi Frezh for this role. I'm going to say this is also
Sure.
a DC. I'm going to a DC 11 hack for this one. And
Okay.
does Coolio have anything to throw for the hacking?
Yeah, I've got my tech head, dog.
Okay.
I'm pretty good. Which is just there's like an all-purpose like +1 to everything but my piloting of my drone. So I could basically throw it on almost anything.
Okay. So +1 from Coolio Fresh Boy
Okay.
or Kowboi
So-
Frezh.
I roll this with
Fresh
just
boy.
regular 2d6, correct?
Yeah, sorry, 2d6 plus clever, please.
Or
As this is hacker action. This is probably just a simple hack right now.
let's go. All right. That's
This might be spoof, but it's the same. And the
Spoof.
network
Okay.
level.
NordVPN sponsoring the spoof.
so. It is a 7 plus my clever,
Mhm.
which is a 3, and then I add my hacking action, correct?
Yes,
So that is all in total. That is 12.
12. You just make it as you guys watch as Coolio and Kowboi Fresh's vision of this sort of office worker doing these things, and you see the little red light of the security cameras around you blink out as you are in the clear to continue on. You keep driving. You've got these escalators that start to spiral around as you go up these layers and layers of shopping districts, just filled with all of these. You start seeing more like, buy our new NFT artwork here. We've got the I guess it would be a board turtle. Board turtle. We'll go with, in this world, we have board turtle. We have the board turtle series all ready to go. And then you got like the best AI artwork you can possibly get here. We've NFT'd it as well. You can buy it with cryptocurrency. 7 Bitcoins would become cybercoins.
I like to imagine
not
that
always
AI
good at
art is
making up
literally
names.
just literally pictures of different A's and I's together.
Yeah. As you guys start to keep going, I need one more hazard for the shopping district, and I'll let you guys get out of here. Who wants to roll me another D6?
I'll roll it.
Melissa, go for it.
1.
Ooh, oh, interesting. So as you guys hit the end, the last level of this shopping district, Coolio, you kind of look up as you hear a very familiar buzzing sound, as you see, instead of your drone, a swarm of advertisement drones that start to pile down towards the cart in an attempt to sort of sell the latest NFT board turtle art to you, and they start to swarm and block your vision from being able to go forwards, trying to sort of push in. How would you guys like to respond to a swarm of advertisement drones?
Can I just brute force destroy one or two?
Absolutely, yeah. We can definitely get
And
physical
just,
here.
hey,
Sweet,
can I
if you
grab 2 and slam them together?
Yes.
Very nice.
There's 5 of them. You can grab 2, slam them together. Maybe that'll startle the other ones off. Sweet, if you have any sort of physical skills that you would like to add to Blood Riot's roll, I'm going to say, so this is obviously an attack action. This probably feels like a grab, which is tough save versus 10 plus your tough. Okay, so it would be a tough roll, and then it would be like a DC 10 on these, and then you can take any physical bonuses from Sweet as well.
You can say no to this, and you probably should. But would the drone on the other side count as an improvised weapon? So technically they are both improvised weapons for each other.
I will say yes to this only once and never again, because drones are a little bit different, but I'll do it this one time.
I will take it. Thank you, considering
I know, I'm the best.
Good job, Kipser. That's the first rule of improv. Yes, and.
I actually prefer no but you know.
That tracks.
Yeah.
Improvised weapon. 2 if it's designed to be weapon, 1 if it isn't. So I get 1 on each.
Mm-hmm.
Because they are not designed to be weapons.
Well, yeah, so it's really, you're just like knocking them together. They're not it's not a full combat, so you don't need to worry about doing too much. Like, we're not doing health trackers for these guys. I'm gonna say one knock will knock them out.
So what do you need me to roll?
You're gonna do 2d6 plus your tough plus any other sort of attributes that you would, specialties that you would apply to that. And I'm happy to take Sweet's support on this as the other sort of physical character.
I'd like to throw my martial arts and the improvised weapons into this, which is an additional 3.
Sure.
And
then
sorry,
Melissa,
Sweet,
do you have any specialties? No?
I don't think so.
No worries.
I like, the only thing that I was thinking of, and I don't actually think this would help, but Sweet does have a smoke grenade asset. that I could try to like
If you want to use like
distract
covertly,
them or like mess up their visuals while blood is kind of going into,
I would give
clunk heads together.
advantage to Blood Riot, one advantage on one of the dice with a little bit of smoke magic. Yes, certainly. All right, so you roll 3d6, or sorry, yeah, 3d6, and then take away the lowest one, Blood Riot.
Wait, so sweet. We gave drugs to the people. You don't have like any malware lying around to give to the drones so they can get high too?
I did. I do
Part of
not.
my drugs description is literally that I also have drugs for robots.
We are ready with all of the drugs, regardless of your species.
We don't
good.
discriminate.
We don't discriminate. No
we're-
drugs
Got
for
some of
free
that
market.
DDR3. That's some good shit.
everyone.
15 is what I got.
That's plenty. So you manage to, with a little bit of smoke, so the drones start to get confused and fly around in circles a little bit. Grab one of them just by the circular section for their propellers, and the other, same for the other one, and just smash them together. They kind of crumble a little bit and wobble as they float off. And the rest of the advertisement drones kind of follow along, and you guys manage to shoot through a large opening, as clearly this was built to allow the carts to go through, and up into the office areas. There is beautiful gray carpet with gray ceilings and gray walls, and just the most neon of lights. And a lovely little parking area for all of the carts as you enter into the office areas. Now you have the opportunity, you see next to probably where you parked the cart, a little map, and it has each layer a set of offices and which company and corporation has sort of working in there. There's blanks. There's clearly that some areas are not advertised to the public, but you're looking, you can't find Comb Studios, but you do see that floor 6 of the top sort of 10 is apiary corporate clients, and you see level 7 seems to be private offices. So you have an idea of maybe starting and seeing if you can hack in to a computer on that level, or rifling through papers, or any other skills you would like to draw in. It seems like in this map you can detect that it's 7 and 6 at least as a starting point. Do either of these pique your interests?
Hacking seems like a very valid choice for my character.
Yes.
Again.
Would you try to get into the private offices of the apiary corporate clients on level 6, or the apiary official private offices of level 7, do you think?
Level 7, I know for sure it's going to be a lot harder just to get in there, like physically and maybe network-wise, but I'll provide a lot juicier information in exchange.
And is
level
everybody in agreement with this? Or do they have different... Yeah?
I think the logic makes sense.
Yeah, like high risk, high reward kind of stuff right now.
Okay, so as you guys sort of have to start walking through these offices, there's a hush, and you do see people just in business suits, large shoulder pads, their hair slicked and in tight buns or in close shaves. They all seem incredibly focused, wearing sort of these thick glasses, and very few of them turn, but as you pass, just sort of like you see a Keepa Inc. Offices, and you see a Verd offices, you see Arcology Architects offices, you see Hexapod Cybernetics, and you keep going, and you can eventually get to sort of a back-end stairwell that is locked. And there's some elevators next to it that have a key fob on them to get to some of the other offices. But this area seems to start to be more locked down.
Are there any like vents or anything like air
Ah.
vents or anything like that?
So yes, roll me a. I'm going to say this one is going to be what is good for. Maybe quick for sort of. I would say quick or clever is what I would take for sort of a perception of the world around you.
If you give me the option, I would go clever.
Yeah. Then give me a clever, 2d6 plus clever. This isn't a hard one. This is just a 7.
Well, I rolled a 14 because I rolled 2 6s. This game.
Jeez.
Loves you.
Can't
I
fail.
don't know what
nice.
the 2 and the
So
1 look like. I never rolled
Must
it.
be
I only
nice.
rolled
One
threes and up.
percent of dice rolls.
Take a look.
What
They're
was
on
it?
here.
Isn't doubles 2 also a crit?
Oh, I
Oh.
have. You're right. Hold on. You have more recently read the dice rolling. Crit. Because I think you are right. Dice probability, dice
Oh,
mechanics,
hell yes.
criticals. Some actions you can take will have critical effects attached to them that can, if an action or critical effects, here it is. It happens if the roll is a success and at least 2 dice show the same number. So it doesn't have to be 2
it's
sixes.
any doubles.
It's any doubles.
Oh, nice.
And Jeff, what did you get?
I got 2 6s for a total of 14.
Okay, beautiful. So this actually, I'll give you a lot of information for this. So it makes sense because you studied the map and you're realizing the spacing is a bit weird here. So you look up and you see a pretty nice vent here, and you think about it a little bit, and you think about how you've been traveling, and you realize there are half sort of stories between each section, which causes the tower to be bigger, but also causes the HVAC ventilation system, can you tell I work in HVAC, to have a sanitary way of creating air pressure and an envelope, a working envelope of the environment for each layer without causing dust or disruption that would normally be associated with the ventilation system. You realize there's a whole in-between layer that you could get into and would be able to allow you to go up and down the different layers of offices without entering the offices. And it's large enough that you could just walk. It's if anybody's been in a hospital, they use those in hospitals so that the equipment doesn't get covered in dust.
Yeah, I know this is gonna sound like super nerdy, but I just know a lot about vents. So we can go in here and we can just move around and stuff. And they're like, we can't bring the cart. I guess we could take it apart and bring it with us, but that would be weird. So we can go in there and we can just go. I was gonna send Josh up, but I think it's gonna be big enough for all of us.
That's super rad. I think maybe we leave the cart just a little bit away so that it's not super obvious, right where we disappeared.
There's a parking lot in this level for the carts to be parked at.
We shouldn't put it in the parking lot though, because that's where they'll expect to find it. If we leave it somewhere else, they're going to be like, what asshole left it here? And then they're going to start yelling at everybody else. Be like, are you the asshole who left it there?
You put it right in front of a door.
I wasn't the asshole who left it there.
Yeah.
Oh.
We'll put it right in front of a door so they'll go in that door and look for the people that took the cart first. I'll go do that.
Yeah, better yet,
We'll
put
park it poorly. We won't pay the meter.
Better yet, put it in front of the fire escape.
No, the fire marshal might come.
I would say you guys can park it in front of an active office. This is if you've those kind of office buildings where you've got your dental office in one building, and then next is a law office, and next is manufacturing or maintenance. So you can put it in one of in front of one of those active offices, or you could try to find an empty office, or you could do the fire exit if you want. What are we at wanting? Do you want empty? Want active?
Do the carts have any kind of signage that we can take out of a trunk and put it down something's actively working? You know,
Wet floor
be like,
sign.
you
Yeah,
know,
these
live
are
wire,
for
wet floor.
maintenance.
Yeah.
These are for maintenance. So and the actual Cuba manufacturing sort of use. So yeah, you open a little golf cart trunk and you find those triangle signs for
Yep, and
wet
it's the one that
floor.
has
There's a body
the
in here.
actual triangle with like the person sliding on it.
Yep.
That,
Mhm.
like, yeah.
Is there
Throw that
any
right
type
in front of the door?
Is there any type of office you would like to target in this instance?
What industry do we hate the most?
The dental
industry
office,
do you hate?
'cause we
General.
like we think
Bitcoin.
that they're
Bitcoin?
little
Yeah, there's
like
Bitcoin offices.
oh well yeah
Yeah.
obviously that
Okay.
would make their day miserable.
Okay. You find
Well, the problem there, though, is that they probably wouldn't even pay attention anyway, because their heads are so far up their own asses that
They
they
wouldn't even see
probably
it.
wouldn't even see the sign.
Okay. Even as Coolio says this, you guys find like Super Bitcoin Manufacturing and Acquisitions, Inc. And you just nonsense name, and you park your cart into front of it. You pull your little triangle signs, and you get it cordoned off, and you head towards sort of. You find the door that enters sort of the ventilation system so that you can get to these half layers that would allow you to move through. And it's kind of nondescript and you would just have ignored it otherwise. But with Jeff's sort of detailed knowledge of the map of this world, you see this door and are able to find it is currently locked, and somebody might need to either lockpick it or hack it. But
I've got my thieving gear, my
that would
brand new
work.
shiny thieving gear. in
let's
my,
try your
my hand.
now. I would love for you to give me a thieving tool as you pop open the keypad to start working on setting and connecting these wires so that you can spring the lock.
So I'm going to say quick
Mhm.
with a
Oh,
plus
yeah,
one
sorry.
for the
2d6
asset.
plus quick plus your asset would give you advantage, and then any other specialty for bonuses.
Yeah, I don't think I have any other specialties.
Okay.
Hey, I also rolled 2 6s.
2 6s, so critical success.
Wow, second crit
It's
and there's
so
another double
interesting
six.
How the same two people in the same house roll so well, so consistently.
So as sweet,
I'm
like
glad you asked. It's because of that sweet, sweet Norse Foundry die, where you can go to Norse Foundry and
hey,
use the
I've got those
promo
dice.
code Lolly to get 10% off. your
Yeah.
order.
Ah, you mean these
Wow,
dice
those are
right
dice.
here?
Oh,
Look
no.
at the
Yeah.
quality of
But-
this pouch.
Are those the ones that we gave you for free, or are those the ones that you bought, cheapskate?
All I know is that they've dented my dining table.
Oh no, you don't have a dice roll.
Oh,
Not
goodness.
initially.
Sorry, Jasmine.
So sweet, as you pop open sort of this scanner and keypad, 2 extra sort of fobs fall out, and you realize they'd had some under the doormat stored in the actual key container that you were able to open with your thieving toolkits. So you now have 2 fobs so that you can tap in and tap out of the HVAC zone easily without getting detected and or leaving a trace with your thieving tools. And with that, you have entered into the liminal space of the back rooms, and that is where we will end for tonight. Jeff, I guess you'll probably throw it to my tray, but what's going on, Jeff?
Okay, yeah. So my tray. Where can we find you on the internet? What do you do?
He called it.
I am super caught off guard, first of all. But when I'm not, I'm multi-plays games on YouTube where I make system agnostic or multi-system developed content that centers the GM and player experience.
Awesome. Okay, so we got a couple plugs. I haven't done this in a while. We've been off for like a week, so I'm kind of rusty. But I'm going to start by talking about Huckleberry, our dear friend Steven, who was in the chat earlier tonight. He's been making a game. It's a Weird West action horror role-playing games coming to backer kit in just a couple weeks.
3 weeks
which is
exactly
crazy.
today.
Less
3
than a
weeks
month.
exactly today.
Yeah, 3 weeks. Bam. So you should check out huckleberryrpg.com. You should hop into our Discord. You should ask them all sorts of questions, and then you should back it on Backer Kit. It's gonna be awesome. We're gonna be playing on the channel, and you're gonna see it popping up on some of our friends' channels as well. And we've already run it before, so if you want to check out what it looks like, You should look up the Divine Comedy over on Adventures in Lollygagging, our YouTube channel, I should say. As for our streaming schedule, next up we've got Thursday, where we're going to be playing some Legend in the Mist. Friday this week is possibly Conan. Our schedule might be a little bit wonky this week. We're not sure. Saturday we've got Call of Cthulhu. We're doing more Eternal Lies. Next Monday, I hope to get back to my We're in Danger game. We'll see how that's going, and then we'll be back with more Hardware Island next Tuesday. That's it. That's what we got. All right, Melissa, we had raids tonight.
Yes, we did. We had raids from Dead Aussie Gamer, Matt Hat, and Link's Tome EC.
Awesome. Okay, so we're going to continue the trend, and we are going to pay that raid forward. We're going to raid our friend over at Taking Time Bob Gaming. So follow that raid. Have a great rest of your night. We'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.
Thanks, gamers.